Hi there, everybody. This is Jason Prigge with a very special episode of Coffee on the Coast. I am here with two community advocates from the Clipper City Co-op. I almost stumbled on my words. Jill Iverson and Dayna Kennedy. Good morning, ladies. We are talking about the Clipper City Co-op. And if you don't know what the Clipper City Co-op is, you are missing out. It's a very, very awesome movement that's happening right here in your town, in Manitowoc. What's happening, ladies? We're going to talk about something very special in just a second, but I want to give people the rundown on what the co-op is first. We're here to promote an event called Grocery Story that's going to be totally very, very, very cool. This groundbreaking book. Yes. Let's talk about what the co-op is. Let's give them a little bit of backstory, and then let's go into that. So what is there? Well, first of all, what is a co-op, and why do we need a co-op here in Manitowoc?
The Clipper City Co-op is going to be a community-owned grocery store in downtown Manitowoc. And I think one of the biggest reasons that we need a co-op is a co-op is a sign of a healthy community. It's a sign of a vibrant community, a diverse community.
That's right.
And I think that's what Manitowoc is.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are feeling that vibe in Manitowoc. The downtown is ready for a co-op. And
co-op's not new to Manitowoc County. There's been co-ops in Manitowoc County. There's been farm co-ops, worker co-ops, dairy co-ops. In fact, I think the dairy cooperative movement started in Wisconsin. And in fact, there are more cooperative grocery stores in Wisconsin than in any other state, and especially in the Great Lakes region. We have Outpost Natural Foods in Milwaukee, which now has, I believe, 5 stores, well over 40,000 owners. Very viable, wonderful. And we have the co-ops in many co-ops in Madison, in Viroqua. Where else, Dayna? It was Oshkosh.
Oh gosh, Ashland.
They're all over.
Small communities, large communities. Minneapolis, I think, has 15 co-ops.
Oh, sure.
And the difference...
The Wedge, I used to shop at the Wedge in Minneapolis.
Oh, the Wedge. I haven't even heard of that one. That's a great name.
So a co-op, how is it different than a grocery store? I mean, all these communities you're listing off, they all have a grocery store.
Sure.
Well, how is this different?
Well, the difference is when you spend your dollar in the co-op, you're supporting your neighbor. So the money stays more local. When you spend your dollar in one of the large warehouse stores or one of the other chain grocery stores or supercenters, your money goes to the shareholders, or it goes to the people that own it in other states. When you spend a dollar in the co-op, you're actually keeping the money in your community. 61 cents of every dollar stays in your community. Wow. And supports people, supports your neighbors. So it's kind of like if I go to my friend Barb from Square One Soap Works and I buy her soap, which I just do. It's a wonderful product. I know what's in it. It's a great product. But I also know that I'm supporting her family. And then she's buying something from me and supporting my family. It just makes so much sense.
Sure.
But plus it's a different shopping experience. If you haven't been in a co-op, it's a wonderful experience. You walk in, you meet people, you see people you know. You can also run in and grab milk and run out too, because sometimes you just need to do that. But I look forward to shopping in a co-op. When I lived in Milwaukee, I had a co-op. I was an owner of a co-op, Outpost Natural Foods, and I miss it. Yeah. We need it here.
Yeah, I miss a co-op too. So we're talking about opening up a cooperative grocery store, essentially, in Manitowoc.
Yes.
Right, and we're going to open it up out on Highway 43, right? No? Where would this be located?
Currently, we have our sites on downtown.
The downtown Manitowoc. That's what I love to hear. See, I knew the answer. I was just being...
Downtown.
Downtown.
The countdown to downtown. That's kind of where we are right now.
So how many owners?
So we actually have a goal. Before we can actually sign a lease and kind of grab the site that we need to start the store, we need 750 member owners.
Okay.
So 140 to go. So again, the countdown.
We're getting close.
The countdown to downtown is real.
Wow.
And if you get in by the 750, you will have your name in the store.
Yes, an OG 750.
The OG.
The OG 750.
And it's to buy one share, and each household can only have one share. It's a democratic organization, so every household has a vote and makes the major decisions and elects the board of trustees that run the co-op. But in order to have a share, it's only one-time fee of $200.
Right.
Now we can break that down into $20 a month or $450, or you
Sure.
can do it all at once in 200. But if you've ever driven through the downtown and seen vacant stores and say, man, if I had the time and money, I'd open a store there.
Right.
Well, here's your opportunity. For
Yeah.
just $200, you can have one of the coolest stores open up and you can be an owner. And you know, I don't know if people realize this, but when I go on vacation, I look for co-ops. I go places where there's co-ops.
Sure.
And I shop in co-ops. And this is a movement which is really, really only just beginning to blossom. The next phase of co-ops, which is in the 2020 years, right, Dayna? There's huge things coming, and this author is going to tell us more
Well, let's
about
talk
that.
about that. I just want to mention, if you're watching this, we're going to have everything down here, okay? So the website, how to get in touch with the Clipper City Co-op, and by the end of this video, you need to call, you need to get on their website and sign up to be a co-op member today, because that original $750, if you're not part of that, you're not going to be part of the movement that is starting right now. You can buy an ownership after that, but your name's not going to be on the wall.
Right. Right. And
This is ground level stuff we're talking about.
And I think the important part of this is I think if everybody watching, if they look around, they know a friend or a neighbor that is already an owner of the co-op.
Sure.
They're going to be on the wall. We want their friends and neighbors to join their other friends and neighbors on that wall, and really show the community that we are community owned and the community supported, community ran, and we run for the community.
That's
and there
awesome.
are tons of business owners that are already owners of the co-op.
Correct.
Other business owners, lots of downtown people.
Yeah.
And I just think it's the coolest community in our community. That's just
So
my feeling.
what we need to talk about now is how this is a real great informational thing. So this guy's name is John Steinman, and he wrote a book called Grocery Story. And you guys are putting on an event. What's going on with the event?
So we have, John Steinman is actually doing a tour around the U.S. and I believe Canada as well. And he will be going around to communities that might already have a co-op, or communities that are trying to start a co-op, and talking about the importance and the possibilities of food co-ops in the age of grocery store giants, when the market is so hard to compete, when we have 5 companies controlling most of the nation's
Food supply.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of choices in food. People don't realize that just because we have big giant stores, who makes the decisions on what are the foods that are in those stores?
Correct. And also, I think a big piece of grocery stores is I think they're trying to do the local, the organic kind of thing, but I think what a lot of people don't realize is they're not really in it for the community. They're doing that for marketing, for to kind of capture those market dollars, and they're not doing it necessarily to support the local economy. They're not doing it to kind of bring that money back to
And
the
their
community.
definition of local sometimes
Right.
is
in the States.
It's stretch. It's a stretch. But we're talking about the farmers market.
Yeah.
Open 7 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever.
Right.
Our owners are going to make the big decisions on what will be sold. And
who we're going to buy from.
And who we're going to buy from. And owners will have a lot of opportunity in a democratic organization like the co-op. Owners make the important decisions.
Awesome.
Hiring our general manager, hiring our
Yeah.
paid staff, those kinds of things.
That's great. I mean, as a business owner, I think that's awesome that there's going to be a fellow local business. I mean, we're not a huge conglomerate either. So John's going to tell us the importance of co-ops. It says the promise of food co-ops in the age of grocery giants. So when is this thing going on?
So John Steinman will be here for a free book talk and author signing. We'll be at the Manitowoc Public Library on Saturday, October 12th at 1 p.m.
We do have books you can borrow. There's several at the library
Correct.
that you can take out. And then there are some at Aspire Real Estate Group on 8th and Quay, and they also have some you can borrow. I'm just finishing the book, and I'm a co-op lover, but I've learned so much by reading this book. Look, I've written all over on the inside of it.
Nice.
And it's a fabulous book. The beginning of it talks about the history of grocery stores. That's the first half of it, which I had no idea. I mean, I could just it's just so interesting. But then the second half is probably my favorite. Lots of case studies about co-ops and about the future of co-ops and about economic development. And you can read about the co-opting of local, which is what Dana's talking about.
Right.
There's so much in here that is just fascinating about the cooperative economy.
Very cool, very cool. So if you're interested in becoming a co-op owner, which I can't think of why you wouldn't want to be interested in that, get involved and get in touch with the Clipper City Co-op. There's so many different ways that you can lend your talents to the co-op group, and just being an owner is making an impact in the community. We're going to have this store downtown, which I'm so excited about because I love downtown Manitowoc, and all the improvements that are going in downtown Manitowoc. This is just going to be another one.
Yes.
And we just need more of you to join us. I mean, we have a majority. This is, I would consider, a movement right now towards a co-op. Join right now. Look at the information at the bottom of your screen right now and get involved, right?
Right. And one other thing our owners are asking for is they want to have like a really great natural or organic salad bar, a deli, maybe a little cafe, because there's a need for more healthy eating. There's so many workers downtown, and more people are moving downtown, and people want to walk or ride their bikes and get to good healthy food in an easy way downtown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, high five.
All right.
All right, there we go. High five. Woo-hoo. All right, cool. Thanks everybody for joining us.
You're going to edit this, right?
Of course.
We make mistakes. It doesn't
Of course,
matter.
it's not live, Jill.
Yeah, you're going to
It'll be
edit
fine.
all this. Okay,
Yes.
good. You're
Yep.
going to make us look good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.